What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live stream and 14 FA Cups, man. We're in the building. You know what it is. FA Cup final win, even at our worst time, one of the worst Arsenal teams that we've seen in one of the worst seasons. We still win the FA Cup. We get a trophy. We have something to remember. I've only just recovered from yesterday, like physically and mentally. I was so tired today. My throat is sore. I was shouting so much yesterday. You know, I did the live stream with AFTV yesterday, so apologies. There was no live watch along on my channel. I was, uploaded. I don't think I uploaded anything last week. I was on holiday, so the channel's been a little quiet, but from tomorrow, we're going to be back. Don't think because the season's done, it's going to be quiet. I've got interviews with Premier League footballers lined up, some ex-Premier League footballers as well. The transfers will be starting. There'll be loads. So, big up everyone for their support. But yeah, man, still feel tired, man. I was hungover this morning, sore throat and, big celebrations yesterday. Big up everyone at AFTV. We had a great watch along at Box Park Bar across from Wembley Stadium, man. It was a great atmosphere. Big up everyone in the comments, man. How are you feeling? Awesome. What a win. It was a great win. Big up Curtis. Was good finally seeing you happy, innit, man? It's been a tough season. I've moaned a lot. I don't like moaning. Hello, Curtis. Still buzzing, bro. Yeah, you have to. We won a trophy in our worst season ever. You know what I mean? Look at Tottenham under Pochettino. 5-6 years, great football he played there. Not one trophy, man. Not even a FA Cup, a League Cup. Don't let other fans play down the importance of winning a trophy. Because I've had friends today who support other clubs going, "Oh, it's only the FA Cup." Bro, if you won the FA Cup, you'd be happy with it, man. We beat Man City and Chelsea to win it. How are you guys feeling, man? Was you celebrating? Was you drinking? Was you up late? I was up till like 5 o'clock in the morning, man. I'm exhausted. But I thought I had to come on and talk and see what everyone's saying. Europe, here we come. That's it, man. Europa League isn't everyone's cup of tea, but at the moment, you look at the funds it's going to give us and, it's going to help us to get better players. To be honest, it didn't sink in until today when I got up incredible, so happy. There's no way as an Arsenal fan you can't be happy that we won that trophy. The fact we beat a very good, team in the final, a great team in the semi-final, it makes it a bigger, a bigger achievement. With the extra 35 mil, Thomas Partey's release clause will surely be paid. It will be foolish not to pay it because, look, Starling is saying sell Xhaka. I still looked at Xhaka yesterday as a weak link. I think Xhaka's improved under Arteta, but I still look at him and think he's not the answer long term. You know what I mean? 8,000 subscribers, man. Hey, as I say, it's down to you guys, your brilliant support. And, big up all you lot for your brilliant support this year, man. I was watching the game over and over again when Aubameyang dropped the trophy. Aubameyang didn't seem to work out. Like, you don't hold the base of the trophy, man. Lift the trophy off the base, leave that bit, give that bit to a next man, and you lift the trophy. Man's all holding the base and the trophy, trying to lift it all. And, don't worry about me, man. Lots of time, lots more trophies for you to win. Road to 9K. Hey, man, 9K next. Then we get 10 and then we move. Curtis, what do you think of the job Arteta has done so far? I think he's making progress. I think yesterday was a massive step in the right direction. Because winning trophies shows that you can get over the line. Do you know what I mean? It shows that you can take that extra step. And, that will prove to people like Aubameyang that, look, if you want to be here, we can achieve things, especially if we strengthen. So, yeah, I think Arteta's done well. I think the league season could have gone a little bit better, but I think, he was working under difficult circumstances and he's learning on the job. He's never managed before. So, yeah, I'll give him credit. Diego Carlos is almost done. I've heard a little bit about this. I'm going to read a little bit more into this. I'll try and do a video on this tomorrow. Big centre-back over there in La Liga. How good was Pepe yesterday? He ripped up Alonso, man. He played with a lot of freedom. Rio Ferdinand said that by Aubameyang's response in his interview, it might be gone thoughts. I wouldn't read too much into it. I think Aubameyang has said a lot of positive things that would indicate he might stay, and Arteta seemed very confident. I think he really wants to see the ambition of the club. And I think he wants to see who we're going to buy. Do you think Danny is going back? I don't think he'll be in Real Madrid's squad. I just think it's, Real Betis is his boyhood club. Apparently they want him back. Does he want to play in Spain? I saw an interview where he said that he wants to play further forward. We're playing him as sort of a deep line playmaker next to Xhaka. I think he wants to be a number 8. So these things might, go against us. I think if Arsenal could get him on loan for another year and give us a little bit of time to think about it, that would be great. Nathan says, love from Virginia. The result last game was great. First 15, 20 minutes was shocking, but what a way to turn around the score, isn't it? Because honestly, I'm sitting there after 10 minutes going, this is Baku all over again. We're 1-0 down after 5-6 minutes. Softest goal ever to concede. But hey, man, don't worry about it. We turned it around. I have to give them credit. They turned it around. United are reportedly weighing up a shock move for Kasper Schmeichel to replace De Gea. I don't see that. They've got Henderson in goal, who's had a great season at Sheffield United. Why not give him a chance? I think Schmeichel must be in his 30s now. He is a good goalkeeper, but nah, not. I wouldn't be happy with that. I think De Gea is still, for me, a better keeper than Schmeichel. I can see why they may let De Gea go, but no, I wouldn't go for Schmeichel. Big up man like Curtis. Hey, man, respect. Who's been your best player this season other than Aubameyang? I mean, yeah, Aubameyang is definitely player of the season. But after Aubameyang, I think Ceballos has improved. I think Saka's had a great spell. Although towards the end, it obviously hasn't played as much. Leno was good. I think Martinez has been fantastic. I actually think at the moment, Leno's struggling to get back in the team. I think Martinez has been better than him. His kicking is definitely better. What a great story for Martinez. Regardless of what club you support, you have to be thrilled for him. That guy moved to this country at the age of 17. Family never travelled with him. They're from Argentina. Came by himself. He's been second choice goalkeeper, sometimes even third choice. Remember when we had Cech and Ospina, Martinez was number 3. Went on loan to Reading, had a really good loan spell, and he's turned it around. And the man was in tears. Sometimes I look at certain Arsenal players and I think you don't care enough about the club. To see him in tears like that and what it means to him, he deserves it. And you can't have sentiment in football because he is playing better than Leno was playing. So when Leno comes back, unless he proves himself, Martinez number 1 for me. All the Spurs fans on Twitter saying London is white. Come on, man. They haven't won a trophy for how long? Curtis, how good do you think Pulisic will be? Yeah, he looks good, man. He's very... he's got killer instinct, which I think the best wingers have, which is something at times that I think Pepe doesn't have enough. But he was very good yesterday, Pepe. Good evening. Yeah, man. Good evening indeed. I'm only just recovering, bro. Seriously, I'm... as you can tell, my voice is a little sore and everything, but it's worth it. 14 times winners, man. We dominate that trophy, don't we? We just got to take... The thing with Arsenal now, and even with the fan base, we have to change that winning mentality in the cups into the league. We have to become a strong league team now because, we won the FA Cup in 2017. We didn't build on that. The following season, we sold Sanchez, So we have to build. You're not a great team because you win a cup competition. You're a great team because of what you can achieve in the league. And, that's what we need to work on. Curtis, what colour is London? Come on, it's red. All day long. Maitland-Niles must stay. Yeah, he'll stay, man. He ain't going nowhere. How far do you think Arteta will take us? It's funny, after the game yesterday, bumped into Raul Sanelli in his car. Had a little chat with him. There was a few people around. Told you Rob Holding would pull off a Mertesacker performance. Holding was okay. He was still a little shaky yesterday. But yeah, Sanelli, saw him in the car. And I asked him a few questions. He was being very coy with his answers. I was like, look, man, we need Thomas Partey in midfield. He was like, we're trying, we're looking at what we need. And then I was like, you have to build the team around Aubameyang. We need Aubameyang here next season. And he was like, we want to keep him. We want to keep him. He wasn't giving me no clear answers, but we have to build upon what we've got. This is the problem with Arsenal. Every time we've been close, we haven't added to it and got us that extra step. How many years did Arsene Wenger need a top striker to get us over the line? Luis Suarez, Benzema, Higuain. We were linked with strikers every year. But we stuck with Giroud so long. Bought your Podolskis, your Lucas Perez, your Danny Welbeck. These guys were never good enough. So how good Arteta does will depend on what the Kroenkes do, man. He needs big money. We need the Partey, Coutinho, Zaha, a top centre-back, those kind of players. Saliba is going to be a big player. I hope so. There's a lot of hype around him. He was at the game yesterday, sitting in the stands, celebrated in the changing room. I like that, man, Be part of the team from now. The trophy was earned, not given. 100%, man. We beat Man City, one of the best teams in Europe. And then we beat Chelsea, who, have made the top 4 this season. So, nobody gave us that trophy, that's for sure. Coutinho at Aouar for that creative spot in midfield. I like Coutinho, man. The know-how of the league just makes me favour him. I wouldn't rate any Arsenal player less than 7.5 yesterday. No, not really. No one was bad. I thought Holding was a little bit shaky, and I thought Xhaka was a bit shaky at times. He got caught on the ball, but he got better, and he won the ball, and he got Kovacic sent off, which I don't mind. It was a little bit naughty from him, but why not? Were any of the Kroenkes there yesterday? I haven't seen any of the pictures of them, and usually you do see them photographed there. Coutinho has poor stats. I think he's a brilliant player, man. I believe he's got 8 goals, 6 assists this year. It's still not bad for a guy who hasn't played that much. Aouar is different class. Yeah, he does look very good. He's very small, though, when I saw him play. Looks very small. Who do you think we should sign this summer? Yeah, for me, as I said, Coutinho on loan is a no-brainer for me. You also have to weigh up the financial situation. Every area, you're not going to go and buy a £50 million player. I think Coutinho on loan. I would still love Zaha. I think we need a centre-back as well. And, a Thomas Partey. That would be me. Coutinho has 9 goals, 8 assists with injuries. And there you go. And as someone says here, Big Selt says here, Coutinho now plays on the left wing. I think Coutinho can play central. Not necessarily as one of the two. If you had like Partey and, I don't know, Xhaka or Ceballos, and then Coutinho just in front, I think he'd be fantastic there for us. Our midfielders do not score enough goals. They don't even shoot enough. Would you go for Zaha? Is the question that I was trying to click on, actually, but it disappeared very quick. Let me just get it quick. Would you go for Zaha? Me, I would. I like him. I'm a big fan. He supports Arsenal. He's a brilliant dribbler. I would move Aubameyang central and maybe push Lacazette out. Yo, Curtis, how's your day been? I've had a great day. I've had a chilled day today, man. I'm just recovering. Seriously, only just recovering. Yesterday it was scenes all over the place, man. It was epic. As an Arsenal fan, do you think we'll win the Europa League? I'm confident next season we can win it, man. Why not? We're in. You were hilarious on the watch along. Big up, Curtis. I appreciate that, man. I was very animated, man. Honestly, sometimes you watch it, you think, yo, why are they going so mad like that? But when you're there in the energy, it's like, yo, and that was a big game, man, very big. How did you guys celebrate after the game? No, we just had food, a few drinks. We were talking late into the night. And I got back very late last night. So, but it was good, man. It was good. We was all happy. Everyone was happy. The energy was brilliant. Curtis, the financial package for Coutinho can't be justified. I think there's better options. Possibly, that is the downside. Coutinho is going to cost 70 million probably. If you get him on a permanent deal at the end of the loan. So yeah, I can understand from that point of view why people may think go elsewhere. Curtis, why was people celebrating the Pulisic injury? Yeah, I know. I heard about this. Honestly, I mean, me being an ex-player, I never celebrate players getting injured. I didn't celebrate it. I only actually heard this tonight. People was saying, "Yo, man," people were celebrating Pulisic getting injured. I said, I didn't notice that. But yeah, I never celebrate players getting injured, man. I know what it's like as an ex-player to get injuries, and there's not much worse. I tell you that. And Pulisic is a good player, very good. What happened with that light when you hugged Ty? Yeah, I think we knocked the light over, man. Everyone was just going crazy in there. Big up Curtis. So do you think Aubameyang dropped the cup on purpose? It's our cup, Do you know what? It was crazy. It was like Aubameyang didn't know how to hold that trophy. It was crazy. He was like trying to hold the base of the trophy. And I think usually the player takes the cup off the base, give the base to someone else, and you lift it up. Aubameyang's trying to hold the whole thing. It was a nice moment, I thought. Anyway, a good little laugh. I've rewatched the highlights about 10 times today. Honestly, the same. I've watched it so many times, because honestly, at the watch along, sometimes you don't watch the game properly because you're talking to people. There's so many things going on. There were a lot of things I missed. And I actually watched the full game this morning. And then I even watched the highlights as well. So, yeah, I really watched the game properly. And I thought Chelsea were quite poor. Honestly, I don't think they played very well. I think Willian not playing helped because he's probably their best crosser of a ball. And, Giroud needs crosses. Scousers in the Charity Shield next. I mean, that's another big game. That game's in, I think the 29th of August. So, less than 4 weeks until that game. It's a showpiece event. And I'm happy that we're playing in that. 4 trophies in 6 years. Not bad. It's not bad for a team that are in transition. We've had 3 managers in one season. That's what I like about Arsenal, Even when we're just ticking over and things aren't going well, we'll get an FA Cup every couple of years, but we just have to take that extra step next season in the league. Who were your 3 best players yesterday? Mine were Aubameyang, Maitland-Niles and Pepe. I'll go Aubameyang, Pepe and Ceballos. I thought Ceballos was really good yesterday, man. I thought he was the only midfielder that really wanted the ball, demanded the ball, tried to make things happen constantly. And I think Danny, since probably the lockdown, he's really proved himself that he could have a long-term future at Arsenal. Let's follow the Arteta plan. He'll cope with whatever's thrown at him. He's our new Wenger. Let's hope so, man. Let's hope so. I had a lot of fans yesterday. There was a lot of Arsenal fans at the bar yesterday, and they were going, "Oh, you wanted Mourinho?" I said, "Listen, at the time, I thought it was a viable option. But we went in a different direction, and I'm going to support whoever the Arsenal manager is, man. I've got no, bias towards any particular manager. If Arteta does the job and we progress, cool, I'm happy with that. I just want to see him backed. We need to go into the transfer market and do business, proper business. How can you say finishing 10th is improvement by Arteta? Well, obviously, we finished 8th. But 10th is not improvement. We know that. But winning the FA Cup is a significant step forward for the club. We haven't won a trophy since 2017. and it's a big step in the right direction. We just have to, progress in the league. Have a look at Dani Ceballos celebrating after a goal. I see a picture of him literally headbutting the floor. He was laying on the floor and he was like headbutting the floor. I said, "Raw, this man's a passionate guy." I like Dani Ceballos. I'd like us to sign him. Pepe skinned Alonso so many times. The little nutmeg he done on him, man. He was twisting him up, man. He was playground football to him. The big man voice is gone true-blooded. Hey, man, I'm telling you, man, put some real energy into that game yesterday, man. My voice, I woke up. This was an improvement. I was going to come on at like 4 o'clock, and I was like, you know what? I can't even talk for that long, but it's loosening up a little bit. Never mind the trophy. We just came back from 1-0 down against Chelsea and won 2-1. When was the last time we had the resilience and fight to do that? 2004, maybe. Arteta is a future legend. Let's hope so, man. Let's hope so. Big up Curtis. I've watched the full game again. Pepe had a great second half. He really did come into his own second half, man. He looked very confident. I even thought in the semi-final he really was dealing with Mendy. And I think Alonso yesterday got dealt with even worse. I nutmegged him. I think next season Pepe is going to be a big, big player for us, man. Who do you think we should offload? There's a lot. There's a lot, man. El Neni, Ozil, Guendouzi, Socrates, Kolasinac. There's more, but you're not going to sell that many players in one window. That's the problem. Edouard bagging a hat-trick today. I've told you about this guy. Yeah, I see that. He scored a hat-trick. I'd be interested, man, if we could get him, and maybe move Lacazette on or move Nketiah on. Curtis, is Zaha still better than Pepe? 18 goal assist in his first season. Yeah, for Pepe. Pepe's done all right in the end. He's produced good numbers, man. Yeah, you know what? I think Pepe, the ceiling's higher than Zaha. Zaha's older. I just think imagine Zaha and Pepe on the wings with Aubameyang through the middle. Vamos, Curtis. Come on, you effing gooners. Come on, man. Listen, I was proud of the football club yesterday, and the fans deserved it, man. We've had a hard season. As I said, I've moaned a lot this season because I just say it as I see it, man. If we're doing well and we're moving in the right direction, cool, I'll back it. But when things are not happening in the right way, I'm going to have to criticize it. But listen, man, step in the right direction, definitely. Martinelli thoughts next season. Well, apparently he's out till December. So it's a shame because I think he's a really good player. Ligon was like, let's sell the Emirates, move to Wembley. We always win there, innit? To be fair, and the atmosphere is probably better, man. The atmosphere at the Emirates isn't great. Zaha, Aubameyang and Pepe before the AFCON, big risk. And that is it's a good point because African Nations Cup is this during this season. To potentially lose your front three would be very detrimental to our team. But Zaha, I think, is a long shot. Whether we'll actually go for him or not. More Eddie time for me. Listen, man, I love Eddie's work rate and he's a young player. I will improve. But for me at the moment, he's not good enough. He's not the answer. Every time he comes on, I see almost a headless chicken element. Like he runs around. His work rate is superb, but he's not the guy for me at the moment to lead this club forward. Your opinion on the referee? I think the referee was all right. I know Chelsea fans are very unhappy with the ref. I think Xhaka got Kovacic sent off. You'd have expected VAR to turn it around, but apparently VAR doesn't check yellow cards. So I think the ref was okay, man. I thought Aspilicueta could have got a red card, so he did them a bit of a favour as well. Less Eddie time for me. That's what I'm on. Not more Eddie on the pitch, less. Still buzzing after yesterday. So happy, man. So happy. Who would you rather sign? Saint Maximum or Zaha? Saint Maximum is younger. Saint Maximum is good, I have to admit, but I'll still go Zaha. Honestly, I would. I just think that I think he really wants to play for Arsenal, man. He's a big Arsenal fan as well. Arsenal should go all out for Europa. Top four is so hard. I do almost think Europa is easier to win than getting the top four. Leno or Martinez, either way, we have two quality keepers. Yeah, I actually think Martinez has been better than Leno. I think he's number one right now. What's the update on Partey? I think it's just a case of Atletico won't let him go unless the release clause is met. And at the moment, Arsenal are going to struggle. I think that Zaha bus is gone, possibly. But apparently Arteta's a big fan of him. And I think he spoke about him the other day as well and said how much he rates him. And I think he'll be cheaper this summer as well than he was potentially last summer. Did you see Ian Wright going mad on BBC, Curtis? Love that man. Wright is a legend. You know, I've put the call out. You know, I've messaged the people who I need to try and get Wrighty on at some stage. But there's a long queue. But I think eventually he'll be back on. Well, not back on. I think I'll get him on eventually. That would be a legendary interview. Yeah, right. What a legend. Met him a few times, man. He's brilliant. Zaha twerking for Arsenal, said the Emirates is his favourite stadium. Listen, he's a big Arsenal fan, man. Big Arsenal fan. Did you see Ashley Cole there too? Ashley Cole, man. I don't know, you know. Not a big fan of Ashley Cole at all. You know, the man looked devastated that we won. Like, all right, I get it. Cool. You went Chelsea. You had a good time there. You won trophies. But, you know, surely you must have some feeling for Arsenal. You came through our youth system. You won trophies. You won the title. You won the FA Cup. The man looked devastated like he's been at Chelsea his whole life. But I don't know. He's proper adopted Chelsea way more than Arsenal. I like Ashley, but he wanted a Chelsea win 100%. Cashley, well, it's a difficult one, isn't it? He won a lot of trophies, but yeah, man. Aubameyang extension, adding Partey, Grealish, and a quality centre-back partner for Saliba, and let's kick on. All eyes on the Kroenkes. The Kroenkes can't get away with it now because we now have a manager that the fans are believing in. And he needs backing. He needs backing because if they don't back him and we start to fail again, we all know it's them. It's always been them anyway, to be honest. Dropping the cup was legendary. Aubameyang the GOAT. Oh, man, I just hope we keep him. I really hope we keep him. John said, I think we've lost Aubameyang gutted. Keep faith, man. Keep faith. I think we can keep him if we show enough ambition. Leno or Martinez? For me, Martinez. At the moment, Martinez number one for me. You say we have to be ruthless. Would you consider selling Leno for 35 mil? It's a tricky one, isn't it? Because I wouldn't want to sell him. It would be very difficult to keep those two happy. You know, the Euros are next summer. Leno ain't going to want to sit on Arsenal's bench. Is Martinez the long-term solution? I'll try my best not to sell Leno, but 35 mil. I'd like a little bit more. Curtis, did you watch Troops Insta Live with Aubameyang yesterday? Legendary, man. You know, the fact that Troops has got that kind of, communication with our best player, I think it's amazing. You know, would you see, United stand with, Pogba on Insta Live or something? You know, that's a great situation that situation happens, man. Big up Troops. Curtis, trust me when I say if we sign Partey, all our problems will be solved. The man holds the ball like no other. He's so strong. Arsenal are offering 25 million plus Guendouzi. Atletico want the release clause met 55 million euros. Arsenal don't want to pay that. Pretty embarrassing. And I don't think Atletico would really want Guendouzi, man. And they're in debt because they built a new stadium not long ago. They're in debt. They need cash. Big up, Curtis. I think we could get another level out of Zaha. That passion and desire I've seen from him could only be good, but 40 mil max. I think he'll be about 50 mil, personally. I think they wanted 80 for him last year, but Palace been poor this year. Zaha hasn't been on top four. I think if a decent amount is offered, I think Palace will let Zaha go this summer. And I think 50 mil, well, you maybe can give them a play. You know, I know they wanted Callum Chambers at one stage. I still think Callum Chambers, being an English player and a good age, you could probably get 20 million for him, possibly 15 million. If you offered them 40 million and Chambers for Zaha, I think that's not a bad deal. Something like that. Just remember, we're in the exact same position when we won the FA Cup in 17 and declined because Wenger got no one. We have to be active in the window. You are spot on with that comment because I said this to someone yesterday. They were like, FA Cup, we've won it. I said, cool. But we won the FA Cup in 17. And the following season, we sold Sanchez to Man United. He was our best player. So it all did. This FA Cup win is only as important as what happens next. If we stand still and make, cheap signings and don't bring in big players, then it'll all be kind of wasted. But, if we go out there and I want to see a big move from Arsenal quick, while we're all on a high and a buzz and everyone feels happy, go and sign Thomas Partey, go and sign Zaha, go and get Coutinho, go and announce Aubameyang's new contract. I don't know. I heard a story yesterday from somebody who lives in, there's like an apartment block next to the Emirates. And apparently last week, there was an advert being filmed next to Thierry Henry's statue. And apparently there was 2 big smoke machines there and 2 big cameras there. And they were filming something. Now, I don't want to get everyone's hopes up. The belief was, the conspiracy theory was, it's Aubameyang's new contract. And, with him being the number 14, Henry was 14. He's coming out of the smoke and this is how it's going to look. Listen, it might be wrong. It could be something completely different. But this is what was being said. So, I don't know. Let's hope so, man. Let's hope Aubameyang signs the thing. Why should we get Zaha when we need to improve on our defence? We can't have Luiz starting next season. I think Luiz has to... I don't think he's the ultimate problem. I think Luiz was kept for his experience, for his leadership. We're in Europe. You don't need to play him every game in the Premier League next season. I think he's a big player to have in the dressing room. And I think you have to understand sometimes that players have big influence. You look at a lot of things that other players are saying about David Luiz. He's very liked at Arsenal. Wasn't the Henry statue with the fire part of the FA Cup preview on TV? Oh, you could be right. I didn't see the preview. So that might have ruined that possibility. Hi, bro. How are you doing? Come on, you Gunners. I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm still recovering. Big up, Curtis. You look mash up. Champions. Yeah, I'm telling you, it was worth it, man. I had like 3 hours sleep, a few drinks. I had food late that kept me up, and I was watching the football. I watched the whole game this morning. I watched the highlights a few times. I'm shattered, but, I wanted to touch base with everyone, man, because not often we get to celebrate. I didn't upload last week. I was away, so... From tomorrow, it'll be transfers, and I'm going to start lining up the interviews with a few current Premier League players and a few ex-players. So, innit? Yeah, I'm telling you, Anthony, man, I was really tired, man. How ironic is it that Luis said he left Chelsea for Arsenal to win trophies? There you go, man. What do you need Zaha for? Haven't we learned our lessons? I don't think we have a natural left winger. I think Aubameyang's doing a good job out there. I think Martinelli will end up being a striker as well. I don't see it. Well, all right, we got Saka. Sorry, we have got Saka. But I would still go for Zaha. Honestly, I think he's a brilliant player. And I think his level would go up at Arsenal. Big up yourself, Curtis. Trinidad in the house. Hey, big up the Trini massive Port of Spain crew. Big C, missed the watch along, but AFTV was lit. Yeah, man, sorry, man. I had a lot of messages from people saying, am I doing a watch along? I said, you know what? just for this one. I got back late on Friday night from holiday, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do the AFTV one this time. It was good. It was a big celebration, you know. Curtis, in my opinion, you're one of the best in the AFTV community. You're awesome, man. Greetings from Germany. Hey, I appreciate those comments, man. There's a lot of great YouTubers who cover Arsenal. We've all got our own way. But these comments, man, love those comments. But even constructive criticism, I take it on board. But really appreciate that. Do you think 3-4-3 is the way forward, or 4-3-3 with new players? It's got to be 4 at the back for me. I think when you play 3 at the back, it's like a get you through system. I know Chelsea won the league with it under Conte, but I don't think that is the system for us long term. I think we need to get new players in. Curtis, we need strength in the middle of the park. Chelsea's first goal showed our biggest weakness down the middle. You're right, Lee. One ball opened up our whole midfield, and it was so easy. It summed up what we lack in midfield. If you've got a Partey there or someone like that, you can just break that up and stop it. Then we're a different team. But yeah, our midfield is definitely a problem. Realistically, what 3 players do you think we'll sign in the summer? Who are we gonna sign, really? I think we'll sign a free transfer. I think it was very suspicious that Frank Lampard Friday night said that Willian and Kante were available, and then Willian didn't play. You know, that gave me a little like, you know, is Willian coming to Arsenal? Is that the reason Lampard didn't involve him yesterday? I think they're going to try and get Partey done. I'll be honest. I think they'll try and get Coutinho done as well. But hey, let's see if they got Willian, Coutinho, and Partey. I think that's still decent. But I would like to see a centre back come in. I still think our defence, even with Saliba, it's not good enough. I would like another centre back. Keep Danny or send back to Spain. If you can get him on loan, keep him. If you can get him for 25 mil or less, I'd keep him. If you're talking 35, 40 mil, I would leave him. But I think he's a good player. I would keep him. Xhaka, in or out? Squad player. So in the club, I don't mind. But starting 11, no, not for me. I think we have to upgrade him, man. Big up from Berlin, Curtis. Hey, big up, James. I appreciate that. Diego Carlos v Trio would be an absolute war. Yeah, that Diego Carlos being heavily linked. But apparently he's got a 60 million release clause. So that's the only thing why I don't see that. Realistically, to add anyone, we have to sell the story of Arsenal. Even last summer, we got Pepe after Iwobi left. Ceballos after Ramsey left. Tierney went Monreal. We need to be proactive, but no funds. And this is where the owner has to put money in. Aubameyang's post-match interview, what do you think? The only thing that slightly worried me, he was very dismissive of the contract question. He could have given a little like, well, you know, we'll see what happens. I'm happy here. I love the club. To just say, I don't want to talk about it. I want to talk about today. That was slightly worrying, but, you know, he said a lot of positive things in other interviews, and Arteta seemed quite confident that he was going to sign, so let's hope so, man. Curtis, my dream window, Zaha, Partey, Coutinho. I mean, listen, there's a lot of firepower. If we brought that in, there's a lot of firepower. I think personally we might get 2 of those guys, not 3. You actually think Dangote will try and buy Arsenal next year? I don't know. I thought it was a bit of a stump from him to get himself in the news. Emil smashed it on loan. Can he break through? Let's hope so, man. Let's hope that loan has really, you know, sorted him out, got him ready. I've heard he's done really well, Huddersfield. You're right about Zaha. If it's the last 10 minutes of the game and we need someone to win as a penalty or something, Zaha would certainly do that. He's brilliant on the counter-attack. That is what Crystal Palace play. We got 40 million for Iwobi, so we have the money, add 5 mil. I bet they've spent that Iwobi money, bro. Big up, Curtis. Hey, respect, man. Sell Leno and Guendouzi and Laka 100 mil. Probably is 100 mil, yeah. Leno would be 30, 35. Guendouzi maybe 30. Laka 30, 35. Yeah, 100 mil for those three. But easier said than done. How old is Zaha? I believe he's 27. Curtis, we'll give Mustafi a new deal. Run Bella in next year. All this, we won't move forward. They've failed for 4 years with these bunch of players. Don't let the FA Cup win paper over the cracks. I get you. Yeah, Mustafi and them are not good enough, man. Alba will need whatever advice his father gives him. What's your opinion about the dig Pep took at the AFC board? Do you think he had a right to do so? I believe he's a little bit annoyed because I think Arsenal were one of the teams who complained about Man City and financial fair play. So, yeah, he was. I don't think Pep was happy. Watching from Thornton Heath, big up. Hey, big up, man. Appreciate your support. I rate Torreira, but I think he's not what Arsenal want. Yeah, I don't think Torreira is the answer. I would, if a club bid 35 million plus, I think Torreira could go for me. Curtis, City have already spent 60 million. Chelsea have spent almost 100 million. Man United will spend. I'm just worried that Arsenal may already be behind the ball. But I think a lot of Arsenal's situation was dependent on winning the Cup and being in the Europa League. So I think now you'll see movement. Curtis, get some honey down your neck to soothe that sore throat, geezer, ain't it, man? Honey and lemon before bed, for certain. Pep, just stick to laying out cones. So what we're saying, Pep is now Arteta's cone, man, yeah? Luca is too small. Yeah, I think he is. You've got to be exceptional if you're that small. Aubameyang needs to bulk up so he can lift the Europa League with us next year, innit, man? You can't be dropping trophies, bro. Work hard for them. You're right, Curtis. People think we have wingers, but realistically, the only true winger we have is Pepe. Aubameyang and Martinelli are not wingers, and the others are makeshift. Even Saka didn't play left wing. I definitely think we could do with adding a winger, man. A natural wide player, someone who can dribble with pace, opens up defences, man. But I think overall, it was a fantastic win for Arsenal yesterday, and I think it almost came against the odds. I do think Chelsea were favourites. And I think, 1-0 down, we was all thinking, oh no, this is Baku again. I thought they showed fantastic spirit to come back. We were the better team. I thought Chelsea were poor. I think the injuries rattled them and the red card. And we deserve to win the FA Cup. And as I said, don't let any other fan of any other club play down the importance of winning this trophy, because we needed it. And hopefully we can build on it and move forward and, have a big season next season. As I said, I've got interviews lined up, a couple of Premier League players, couple ex-Premier League players, a few Arsenal people as well. I'm going to really get into the channel now during the break. Lots of transfer videos, lots of live streams. I might even get some of you guys on the live stream as well. I'm going to shoot off now. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And keep celebrating, man. I need to get some honey and lemon, sort out this sore throat. But Arsenal won the FA Cup, man. Enjoy it. We definitely deserved it. Even in our worst season, we can still win a trophy, man. Winning trophies ain't for everyone. Tottenham fans will tell you that. Take care, everyone, man. Bless.